Hey man, say man, what's good y'all? Big Kev here, coming at y'all with another video, man. And we got a lot to talk about in today's video, so without further ado, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Now, I'm sure we all heard of the Ken Carson and Yeat beef that's been ongoing for a while, and we now have Don Toliver and Cactus Jack entering the mix, and it just leaves us all with one question. How did this beef begin? Now, what if I told you guys that this beef that's been brewing heavily within the underground all started from analytics? So back in the middle of 2022, Summers would go on to post an Instagram story, and in the story he would say, "These are the numbers labels only see. Don't get mad at me." And this would only go on to start a war. Little would Summers know, because if you guys didn't know, one of the worst things you can do to a SoundCloud rapper is destroy their ego. And now, although these streams seem harmless at the time, it revealed some shocking information that would go on to create a beef of a lifetime. Now, what information was leaked, you may ask? Let's go ahead and take a look for ourselves. And as you guys can see, Yeat has more streams than literally almost every artist in here combined. And even though Ken and Yeat were cool at the time, this definitely did not sit well with Ken, because at this time a lot of people viewed Yeat and Ken as close to each other as terms of on the same level of relevancy. However, when these streams were released, it would show otherwise. And while I personally feel like this is the catalyst of the whole beef, things were still relatively peaceful at this time. Well, kind of peaceful. One artist will come out and speak about the Ken Carson and Yeat debacle, and that is none other than Can Can. Now, Yeat, Summers, and Can Can are all a part of the Double R collective, and they are all relatively close with each other. However, due to a beef with Ken Carson, he would speak out against the Opium member and uplift his fellow Double R members. However, both Summers and Yeat denounced the beef with Ken Carson and kept things cordial. So when did things change? On November 14th, 2023, the rapper Summers would be jumped by the Homicide Gang prior to a scuffle gone wrong. So now you guys may ask, what does Homicide Gang have to do with this? Well, if you guys were unfamiliar, Homicide Gang is signed to Opium, which is the label from Playboi Carti, which Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely are also both signed to, now causing both collectives, Opium and Double R, to choose sides. And with Yeat being Double R and Ken being Opium, it's easy to see what sides were chosen. And while all rappers were remaining cordial, even hopping on each other's albums, this was the nail in the coffin. Both sides would take turns sending shots at one another, leading us to the present day. So how did Don Toliver get thrown into this beef? So I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue how Don Toliver got thrown into this, and from the looks of it, it just all seems petty. But there are speculations that Ken sent shots at Yeat during his summer set not too long ago, and Don Toliver will go on to make an Instagram story saying, "My baby mama makes more money than y'all," where Ken Carson will say, "You the worst thing that happened to your BM." I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of funny considering how chopped both these mans is, but let me know what you guys think. Do y'all think this beef is justified, or do you guys think this is just petty underground beef as usual? But anyways, man, I'm Big Kev. Thank you guys for all the support y'all been showing. If y'all can please hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell for more videos, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, YouTube has been shadow banning me, so if you guys can please help me fight over this hump and get back in the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Anyways, man, Big Kev, thank you guys for all the support. I'm out.